I'm going to show you how to take the old pad off of a brake support. That would be this rubber piece here, and how to put a new one on. I don't have the new one, so I'm just going to take this one off and put the new one on. I'll show you how to do it. So the only tool you're going to need is a 4mm Allen wrench. This is a skate tool, but any 4mm Allen wrench will work. It's the same one that will come with your skates in the box, but if you did lose one, it's 4mm. That's the only size. So I don't know if you can see inside there, but there's a hole with a bolt going through, and what that does, it goes through the brake support, and then there's a nut that sits in the housing somewhere around here. So you're just gonna take your Allen wrench, and you're gonna put it in just like that, and then just loosen it. Turn it to the left, loosen it. Once that comes all the way out, the support is kind of stuck in there. There's like a little groove in there. You just kind of have to like pry it out a little bit, and then it should come out. Now, when you get your brake support or your brake pad, sorry, it's gonna come like this. It's gonna have the pad itself. The bolt's gonna go through it already, and there's gonna be this nut right here on the top here. And where that nut goes, some people it might still be in your brake support, but it might have fallen out because it just kind of sits in there. So you can see this little spot right here. The nut will sit in there, and it will give something for the bolt to go in and turn against. So assuming that the one fell out, you can't find it, you need to replace the nut part. We're going to take that off of the brake pad, and we're going to take it just like this. Try to line up the camera here, and put it right in that little slot right there, and it'll fit in there. I don't know if you can see it in there. It is black. With a black nut on a black brake support, so it sits right in there. Like I said, it does fall right out, so it's not good. Don't expect to sit in there tight, but so it'll sit in there. And if you can see, this is the other part. This is the bolt. It comes with the brake pad. It should come with it. It'll have this little washer in there too. Just leave it just like that, and that'll go and fit through, and you can see the hole where it comes out on the top of the brake pad, and you can see kind of how there's like a little bit of a shelf or a ridge right there, and what that does is just kind of fit into the same little slot on the brake support. You can kind of see it right in there, right? So right now the nut has blown out. Just gonna leave it off to the side for now, but you just kind of want to get this sit in there, and you want to have it sit flush. So the way I put it in is you kind of take it like this, and then you're gonna slide it into that notch. And when you'll know it's in there right if it's sitting flush on the brake support. You want to kind of continue that angle up into the brake support, and then you know it's flush. It's sitting there. You want to check the sides, make sure it's pretty tight against the brake support there, and then that is in. Take the nut again, put it back in that slot, and then you're going to take your bolt and then kind of go through the bottom of the bigger hole in the bottom of it, and then just thread it in as usual. Sometimes it can take a little bit to get it to sit into that space there. You have to wiggle it around a little bit. There you go. And then just going to tighten it up, get it pretty tight. You don't have to crank it down, but get it as tight as you can get it, and that should be pretty good. And it's not going anywhere. Again, everything should be sitting pretty flush, just like that. It may be easier to take it off the skate. You can leave it on the skate. It doesn't really matter. It's just gonna maybe you have to remove the back wheel just so you can get into that spot where the nut sits. But other than that, should be pretty simple. If you do have questions, reach out to us. Should have mentioned at the beginning that this is the brake pad that should fit on most skates made, I believe, after 2006. Is the standard pad. Every single skate that we make currently uses this brake pad, and it's kind of the universal one for Rollerblade. I don't know if you can use other brands. It's a pretty specific style, so make sure you just get the Rollerblade brand brake pad. But that should be all it.